Hello young artists and welcome back to another Art for Kids Sunday. Today we're going to be drawing a koala. So grab your pencils and paper and let's get started.
Alright, so for our first step we're going to do a head and we're just going to do a circle. So as best as you can to make a perfect circle, or if you have something round that you can trace around, that will be okay too. So he's going to be very short and squatty, so it doesn't really matter where you put your circle as long as you don't put it right at the very top. So we'll just do it right here in the center. So I'm going to do a circle right here. I think that's good. Okay, and that is step one. Very easy. So moving on to step two now. Step two, we're going to add in the koala's ears. So they're basically going to be two ovals on the left and right side of the head. So what we can do at first is go ahead and just, using simple shapes, go ahead and put in a circle over here. So an oval or in a circle, whichever. I think I'm going to do an oval. So one right there, and then we'll do another one over there. Alright, so you can see it's just drawing with simple shapes. Everything can be broken down into simple shapes. We want this to go up a little bit more, I think. Maybe like that. Alright. So that's what we've got so far. And now, let's start fixing these ears where they look more like ears and not ovals. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to keep the same shape. We're just going to make some hair, make it fuzzy looking. So right up here where it meets the head at, and we'll probably use that lower one right there. We're just going to make little jagged edges to look like hair. We're just going to do that all the way around and kind of change them up where they're not all exactly the same. So you want them to look a little bit different. So make some short, some long, and just kind of make them various shapes and sizes. And until it comes right back down to where the head is at. So just like that. There is one ear done. Let's do this other one over here. Alright, so at the top here, I'm not going to have any here. I'm going to make it start off right here. Again, just changing them up where they're not all the same. Some are long, some are short, some are fatter than others, and so on. And then we'll stop right there at the head. So there we are. We have our head shape with our ears. So far everything's looking good. So that is step two finished. Let's go on to step three. Okay, so step three, we're going to add in his body. So I'm going to kind of solidify where I want this. Okay, so for the body, what we're going to do is, I cannot explain what this shape is, but if we was to break it down into a simple shape, it would probably be kind of a rectangle. So if you drew like a rectangle that's kind of fatter on the bottom here and thinner on top. So just say we did that and then brought it up to like that. So that kind of shape right there. And then we could kind of round it around like that. And then down here on the bottom, we're going to go up and then back down. And we'll round it here. And then we'll bring it back up to the body. And there we are. We've got our body shape in there. That's what we wanted, just like that. So it's better, I mean, when you look at if you are drawing from a reference picture or something, just look at it and see, you know, what you can break this down. So if this was my reference picture here, we would see, okay, we have 3 circles here, and then maybe could be even a triangle if we drew it, you know, with the triangle up here. You could even say that is a triangle. So just break it down into simple shapes, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. Okay, so that is step 3 done. I guess we could go ahead and put some hairs on here maybe. So let's not finish step 3 yet. Let's go ahead and put some hairs on the body here. So again, just jagged, maybe that much, and then over here on this side too. I'm going to kind of erase some of this body here. So I want the hairs to come down to about same as that side right there. So we'll do some. Kind of like that. That's good. Okay, so that is step 3 completed. Let's move on to step 4. So step 4, we're going to go ahead and add in his feet and his hands. And we don't need this face right there right now. We're going to add something back in later. So let's do a foot first. And the foot is going to be an oval. And it's going to live about right there. Okay, again, simple shape. There's an oval. Right next to it is going to be a rectangle. Alright, and then over here on this side is going to be another oval. Alright, and then using simple shapes, we've got all of the body in. Alright, so now let's change these up a bit to make them look more like what we're trying to build here, and that would be a foot. So I'm just kind of clean up some of these lines, and we're going to have 3 toes. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then continue along with that rounded shape there. Okay, so on the toes we're going to put 3 little pads here. So 1, so again little circles for the toes, and then we're going to do a big pad here in the middle, just like that. Okay, and then for his hand here, okay, we're going to have the hand to start up here, so it's going to have some hair marks. Alright, and it's going to probably go behind the foot a little bit right there, and then we'll have it coming out again right here. And then coming down, and we're going to put the little claws. One there, and one here. 3 little claws. Alright, and then we'll have the hand come up a bit, and then come back in, and then go up. Okay, and then his other arm is supposedly behind this foot, so we can't see it. So let's just do this foot now. And again, 3 toes. Just like that, and I'm going to take off some of this inside here. We're going to do a pad, 3 little circles here, and then a bigger circle here in the middle. And I think one more thing, we have his tummy coming down right here. So we're just going to we want a line like this, coming down, but with hairs. Follow along that line. Alright, and that is step 4 completed. Let's move on to step 5. Okay, step 5 is our last step, and we're going to put in his facial features and then a lot of detail stuff. Alright, so let's look where we want his nose to be. Actually, I'm going to probably go ahead and put in this face, or the bottom part of the head. Yeah, maybe even more than that, actually. So come down. chin, and then go back up like that. Yeah. And then this arm can go right there, and that's fine right there. All right, so his nose is going to be, I think, right around here. So just an oval. And then his mouth is about there. And then an eye here and an eye here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so I just kind of do that very lightly to see if they're going to be in the correct positions. So I think they're okay. So let's just go ahead and get them in a little bit more strongly. So I'm going to do, maybe his nose is not quite that long. So like this, and then we're going to have a shape like that. And then there's going to be the little nose holes. Alright, the mouth going to be coming down from the bottom of the nose. And then maybe and then this mouth right here. Okay, and then for the eyes, so this koala's eyes are more rounded than oval, so I'm gonna redraw this as a circle. I think that's good. Let me get this a little bit bigger to match that other one. Alright, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put, like right here is gonna have like a little corner where the corner of his eye is, and then it's going to meet up with that bottom again, and then over here is the same thing, a little corner, and then meet up with that one. Alright, and then it's going to have some kind of a eyelid in a way over it, but with a couple of hair marks to meet up with that side of the eye. And then over here is the same thing. We're going to have something come up and over, and then we'll have a hair, another hair here, and then it's just gonna disappear down in there. Alright, and then inside the eye is gonna be the pupil. Alright. Okay, and now let's do inside the ears. So we're gonna have some hair marks again. So let's do some right here. Like that, and then maybe we'll do 3 little lines like that. And just do some little hairs. So you want kind of an oval in the middle here, kind of defined with these little hairs. Alright, kind of like that. So we've got that little space there in the middle. And then over here we want to do the same thing. So we're just going to define kind of an oval here. Alright, I think that's good enough. And then this line here is going to be in the head. Alright, and I think that's it. This body here, we can fix this, so we want it to meet up right there at the head. Alright, and there is our sketch, so let's move into the coloring process next. So the colors that we're using today, I'll put on the screen right now. But basically it's a black for the outline, a gray, because koalas are gray. We've got a peachy beige color, either or is fine. And then I've got a very orangish red color here. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, of course, the gray part is going to be the biggest section. So what we're going to do is we're going to color. We want take your gray pencil and then come out from the nose right here and connect it with the mouth right there. And then we want it to come down here under the bottom lip and go back up, and then another one on this side. So that part here in the center is going to be our beige color, so we want to go around that with the gray. Also, this eyelid thing here, and there's going to be a space under the eye too that's going to be the beige color, so kind of account for that too. So not this, and then a little space on the bottom. Inside the ears is also going to be beige, so don't color that gray. And then the chest right here. So if you have the reference pictures and the high-res guide on how to do this, you can see the final product and see where the beige parts are going to go. Also, the pads on the feet here, they're going to be the reddish color, so don't do that either. But everything else is going to be gray. All right. If you're interested in getting these high detailed instruction sheets, they're on the Patreon. You can go check that out. Okay, so this is the part where I'm going to speed the video up. You guys can pause it if you'd like, and whenever you're finished coloring yours, push play again. We're back and we got all of our gray part done. So next part is going to be the beige color, or the peachy color. And that's going to be the insides of the ears, the eyelids, the part around the mouth and nose, and the chest. Okay, so we got the peach parts done. Let's do, I guess, the reddish now. So the mouth, and then the little pads of the feet. I'm just doing it very lightly. I don't want them to look dark red. I want them to look kind of pinkish. Alright, and that's that. Okay, next, let's do the eyes. So just a little round pupil here in the middle. And actually, I forgot to leave the room for the little sparkle in the eye like we usually do. So let me get my eraser here and see if I can make a space for that. There we go. And then I'll just go again. And just leave a little sparkle. All right, and then the nose. And maybe the claws can be black too. No, I didn't put any claws over here. Maybe we'll just put a little hint of something poking up. Here we go. And maybe over here too. Yep, that's good enough. Alright guys, I think we've finished our coloring process. So next, grab your black and let's do the outline. So wherever you have a pencil mark, that's where we're going to do a black outline. Alright guys, we're back and we finished our outline. I think it turned out really great. I'd love to see what you guys make. If you tag it on Instagram with the hashtag of ChamelDoesArt or Art for Kids Sunday, or even both of those, I'll be able to take a look at it and give you a comment of what I thought what you did. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I think it turned out really cute. So having said that, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If you want to get the detailed instruction sheets, they're over on the Patreon, so you can go check that out. And I will see you guys next week for another Art for Kids Sunday. Take care and keep practicing.